Onyeka Onwenu is a renowned Nigerian figure celebrated for her multifaceted career. She was a singer, songwriter, an actress, television journalist, social critic, public administrator, and politician. Onyeka was born on 31st January 1952. She hailed from Arondeziogu, a big town in Idiato North local government area of Imo State, southeastern Nigeria, but was raised in Port Harcourt, the capital city of Rivers State, Nigeria. She was the youngest daughter of Nigerian educationist and politician D.K. Onwenu, who died when she was 4 years old in a traffic collision a week before his appointment as Minister for Education, leaving his widow, Hope, to raise 5 children alone after her husband's family denied her access to his property. Onwenu acquired a BA in International Relations and Communications from Wellesley College, Massachusetts, and an MA in Media Studies from the New School for Social Research, New York. She worked for the United Nations as a tour guide before returning to Nigeria in 1980 to complete her mandatory 1-year National Youth Service Corps with the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, in Lagos, Nigeria. As an NTA employee, Onwenu made an impact as a newsreader and reporter. In 1984, she wrote and presented the internationally acclaimed BBC/NTA documentary Nigeria, A Squandering of Riches, which became the definitive film about corruption in Nigeria, as well as the intractable Niger Delta agitation for resource control and campaign against environmental degradation in the oil-rich region of Nigeria. As a member of the NTA board, she also worked as a TV presenter, hosting different shows. She has released several albums, blending genres like highlife, pop, and gospel. Some of her popular songs include One Love and You and I. Originally a secular artist, Onwenu made the transition to gospel music in the 90s. She began her recording career in 1981 while still with the NTA, releasing the album For the Love of You, a pop album which featured an orchestral cover of Johnny Nash's Hold Me Tight. Onwenu diverted to Benson and Hedges music in 1992 and released the self-titled album Onyeka, her only album with the label, after which she made the transition to gospel music. Her latest collection, Inspiration for Change, focused on the need for an attitudinal change in Nigeria. In 2000, Onwenu protested against her former employer, NTA, over their refusal to pay royalties on her songs because NTA2, Channel 5, had used Iyogogo, a track from the Onyeka album, without asking her permission. After the then Director General, Ben Murray Bruce, blacklisted her from transmission, she embarked on a hunger strike outside the station's premises. NTA resolved to settle the issue amicably, but denied barring Onwenu from appearing on their channels. The protest was called off after 6 days when Onwenu and NTA came to an agreement regarding royalties. For the 1988 album, Dancing in the Sun, Onwenu adopted a more Afrocentric sound and collaborated with veteran juju artist Sonny Ade on the track Madawolohun, Let Them Say. This was the first of 3 songs the pair worked on together. The other 2 were Choices and Wait For Me, centered on family planning, and were endorsed by the Planned Parenthood Federation of Nigeria, who used Choices in their PSA. Dancing in the Sun, Onwenu's final release on Polygram, was dedicated to Winnie Mandela, the subject of a song of the same name, who Onwenu performed live when Nelson Mandela and his wife visited Nigeria in 1990 following his release from prison. Onwenu's first movie role was Ajoke, a childless woman who adopts an abandoned baby in Zik Zulu Okafor's Nightmare. She later featured in numerous Nollywood movies, and in 2006, she won the African Movie Academy Award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role for her performance in the movie Widow's Court. She was also nominated that same year for African Movie Academy Award for Best Actress in a leading role in the movie Rising Moon. She appeared in the movie Half of a Yellow Sun with Chiwetel Ejiofor and Thandiwe Newton's Lionheart. Onwenu was a member of the People's Democratic Party. She contested twice to become the local council chairman of her local government, Idiatol North local government area of Imo State, and lost at both attempts, but was appointed chairperson of Imo State Council for Arts and Culture by former governor Ikedi Ohakim. On 16 September 2013, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan appointed her the executive director for the National Center for Women Development. Onwenu notably kept her personal life private and often refused to disclose private information regarding her ex-husband, a Yoruba Muslim who was the father of her 2 children. On 30th July 2024, Onwenu passed out after performing at her friend's birthday party in Lagos. She was immediately taken to Reddington Hospital, where she was confirmed dead at 72 years old. Today, the impact of Onyeka Onwenu is seen to have resonated far beyond music, as Onwenu was said to have impacted many lives positively through her remarkable versatility, and she truly lived a Christian life that is worthy of emulation. Onwenu's influence as a songwriter, singer, actress, journalist, and activist earned her an appellation of being the versatile queen of African pop. A Nigerian reporter had earlier referred to her as the elegant stallion in the Nigerian media. She was noted for her contribution to music and arts in Nigeria, which had earned her multiple national and international awards. Onwenu was not only an exemplary symbol of womanhood, but also a unifying factor with an exemplary sense of unity.